world's largest motorsports sanctioning body, showcasing speeds in excess of 290 miles an hour and traveling the quarter mile in less than 5 seconds. Winston Championship Drag Racing from the NHRA. There is a $1 million pot of gold waiting at the end of the season for the winners in the Winston Championship Drag Racing Series. A total of 19 races at tracks across the United States and Canada challenge the world's best drag racers. The last event in the NHRA Winston Series was the second annual Fram Super Nationals at the world's quickest and fastest racetrack, Houston Raceway Park. There, the Top Fuel Championship was a showdown between the reigning Winston champ, Joe Amato, and the man that had won the season-opening Winter Nationals, Gary Ormsby. A quick reaction time at the start by Ormsby paid off at the finish as he won his second event in a row and took a commanding lead in the Winston Series. Points leader in funny car, Bruce Larson, had a shot at 2 wins in a row. He met 25-year-old Scott Coletta in the Super Nationals finals. Coletta got very close with the outside guardrail, but Larson had engine problems near the finish line, which allowed Coletta to win his first ever NHRA championship. But the runner-up finish by Larson kept him in the Winston points lead. One driver has dominated pro stock racing for the past 5 years. Bob Glidden, not noted for early season wins, surprised everyone by a big victory at Pomona. At Houston, Glidden raced Morris Johnson Jr. for a chance at consecutive wins. Glidden outran Johnson to take his 69th event title and a strong lead in the NHRA Winston Drag Racing Series. Now the racing scene shifts to the sunshine of North Central Florida, where a huge crowd has been jamming one of the sport's finest facilities. For 5 days, racing action has been intense at the sprawling Gainesville Raceway and the 20th annual Motorcraft Gatornationals, race number 3 in the $17 million Winston Series. Hello, everybody. I'm Dave McClellan, and welcome to Gainesville Raceway, site of the largest drag racing event on the East Coast, this Gatornationals Championship. A crowd estimated at over 100,000 people for the 5 days of this event has seen some spectacular action in round number 1. Both the low qualifier and the current Winston points leaders went out of competition in surprising upsets. The reigning Winston champ, Joe Amato, had qualified in the number 1 position with the quickest time of the meet at 5.05 seconds. In round number 1, Amato raced the number 9 qualifier, Dennis Purcell. The Minneapolis, Minnesota driver got the advantage at the start and was able to hold off the hard-charging Amato. In addition to his quicker reaction time, Purcell also outperformed Amato on the racetrack with a 5.15 second elapsed time to a losing 5:17.
We've changed a lot of stuff this morning, trying to get the deal ironed out, and I was pumped up. Joe's tough. You gotta be on your time when you're racing Joe.
The other major upset in the first round of Top Fuel saw the current Winston points leader and the driver trying for his 3rd consecutive win, Gary Ormsby, falling to a quicker start by Hank Endres. The veteran Endres left the line some 0.04 of a second quicker than Ormsby, and that was all he needed as he was able to squeeze out a close win. Now for more of the excitement in the first round of Top Fuel racing here at the Gatornationals, here's my good friend Steve Evans.
David, you can ask any fan in this jam-packed racetrack, and they'll tell you the scariest win of this entire Gatornational so far came earlier today in round 1 of Top Fuel. It was Shirley Muldowney up against Donnie Coletta. Right off the starting line, Shirley's engine broke a connecting rod. It was still pulling, so she stayed with it. Then it caught on fire. The lady still wouldn't give up. Then it was sliding around into an oil. Shirley stayed with it and won the race. You never never really know how good a drag racing driver is until he or she gets in trouble. And Shirley Muldowney, that was a spectacular job.
Thank you. It didn't lay down on me or anything. I didn't know I had a problem until I pulled the chutes and they were gone.
Speaking of the...
There, I don't think.
Exactly, and you can see looking at the back of the chute packs, they are burned off. The tires were a worry as far as I was concerned. They could have burned off.
Yeah, well, I've seen that happen. I think we lost an oil line or something. There's nothing out of the motor. I don't really know what happened, Steve, but we won. That's good enough.
Indeed. Again, tremendous job.
Thank you.
Boy, you can tell Shirley Muldowney still thrives on the excitement of this sport. And you talk about excitement. Here's a bunch of people that know where to find it. They have surrounded the talk of pro stock. The Glidden family, Bob and Etta, the sons, the daughters-in-law, even the grandson, Brandon. And they have demolished pro stock so far this year. As you all know, they've already won 9 Winston championships. Well, listen to the 89 record. They won the opening Winter Nationals. They moved on to Houston, Texas. They won the Super Nationals. Here in Gainesville, Bob was the low qualifier and already has survived round number 1. If he wins here today, it will be his 70th NHRA championship, probably en route to a 10th Winston title. But right now, it's time to smoke the tires. The second round of Funny Cars are ready.
Steve, that pro stock action will be coming up just a little bit later on today, and we definitely will be watching the continuing saga of the Glidden family. Right now, it's round number 2 of Funny Car Eliminator, and Mark Oswald at the wheel of the Motorcraft Ford Probe, the team of Candies and Hughes from South Louisiana, racing against the California-based team of Hendy and Worsham. Art Hendy is the driver. Both cars backing up after their long, smoky burnout. The lane choice here goes to Mark Oswald as a result of his first round victory over Steve Burt. The choice of lanes goes to the driver who has the quicker elapsed time in the previous round. In this case, it was Oswald, much quicker in round 1 than was Art Hendy. Here you get a good look at the super sleek aerodynamic styling of that Ford Probe of Mark Oswald. The 1984 Winston champion, Oswald, qualified in the number 3 spot. Art Hendy, a former boat racer, qualified in the number 7 spot with a 5.40 second elapsed time. Now, Hendy and Oswald racing in round number 2 competition at the Motorcraft Gatornationals. A tremendous start for both drivers. A close race. Art Hendy has squeaked by Mark Oswald in an upset victory. Art Hendy with a 5.45 second elapsed time, a speed of 270 miles an hour. It beats Mark Oswald with an advantage at the start, and you see right here the very slight advantage that Hendy had. He held on to throughout the entire quarter-mile racing distance, and at the finish line, Hendy by just inches was the victor.
Well, Dave, it's moments like this that we enjoy so much down here at the far end to see a totally unsponsored racer like Art Hendy, only a few months into the Nitro Wars, defeat one of the all-time favorite funny cars in this sport. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks a lot, Steve.
What did it look like from the cockpit?
Oh, hey, he was right alongside me the whole way. Shook a little bit, he pulled ahead, and then I started pulling on him. We were right there neck and neck the whole way.
You nipped him just a little bit off the starting line, and that probably made the difference.
Well, you know, anytime you defeat somebody like that, you've done something, let me tell you.
You know, this is your old alcohol car. It's even your old alcohol motor with a lot of changes.
Right. We don't have a lot of money. We need some of those big sponsors. Come on, guys, help us.
Well, you've already made some money today, and you may make more. See you in the semi.
Yeah, no, thank you, Steve. Thank you.
Art Hendy savoring the elation of victory as the crew comes to congratulate the victor over Mark Oswald. The 1989 NHRA Motorcraft Gatornationals is being brought to you by Motorcraft. Get the peace of mind of doing it right with the right parts. Motorcraft quality parts. And by Goodyear Eagle Tires. Goodyear, because there really is a difference. More funny car action in round number 2 at the Gatornationals coming up next.